Don't look now, Gov, but your family's dead.
This is Detective Lucas. He spent his entire career hunting down a slimeball serial killer. He finally catches the bastard, throws him in jail, and watches them flip the switch on the electric chair. Now he's thinking, this shit is finally over. Mission accomplished, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but it's just getting started.
Your worst fucking nightmare, Lucas.
Hey fam, it's your boy Rome. Why has everyone forgotten this flick?
All that did was give me a hard on.
We're taking it back to 1989 and a classic called The Horror Show. Now, if you're anything like me and you spent your weekends going up and down the aisles of the local video stores, you might remember this movie actually being called House 3. Even though it doesn't have shit to do with those other House movies, it was originally supposed to be a direct entry into that series. Now, it's still called House 3 in the foreign markets, but the studios decided to release it as The Horror Show domestically because they felt that it was just way too dark to be a part of that other series. The first two House films had that PG-13 funhouse vibe, and they were pushing for something a lot grittier. They were hoping that the villain in this movie would really catch on and become the next big horror icon and stand up there next to Jason, Michael, and Freddy. The movie's dark, sweaty, and honestly, it's pretty bloody. You've got Detective Lucas, being played by Lance Henriksen. Now, you may recognize him as Bishop from Aliens. This guy's clearly just hanging on by a thread after finally catching Jenke. And then there's Max, the meat cleaver Jenke, that's being played by Brion James. You might know him as the replicant Leon from the Blade Runner movies. And let me tell you, this guy really leaned into that serial killer role and took it to a next level. The chemistry between these two guys was top tier. Now, the story kicks off after Max gets sent to the chair, and that's when shit really hits the fan.
Your worst fucking nightmare, Lucas. I'm dead.
Instead of crossing over, Max turns into this evil force of energy, turning the director's life to a shit show and plaguing him with all kinds of brutal hallucinations. Max isn't just trying to kill Lucas, he's trying to break the guy by fucking with his mind and framing him for murders that his ghost is committing. He's playing right in Lucas's face, man. Messing with his head like Freddy Krueger. Now, we gotta talk about the crown jewel of this movie, and that's that legendary execution scene. This is just a full-on practical effects showcase by the legends over at KMBE Effects Group. These are the guys that went on to do a show that you might know of. It's called The Walking Dead. Well, when the power surges and Max refuses to die, he bursts into flames while he's laughing in the chair. And that's where the movie shifts gears from a police thriller to a freaking horror movie nightmare. It's wild because this movie is a lot grittier and more grounded than Wes Craven's Shocker, which actually came out the same year with almost the same exact damn plot.
Dickhead, you want to fry me? Then do it, you fucking insect!
Armed. Repeat. The chair is armed. The inner chamber is now sealed.
While Shocker went more MTV vibe, The Horror Show stays focused on the psychological toll on this man who just wants to protect his family. Overall, fam, the blood and the gore gives a really good horror experience that makes it very, very much worth your time. The practical effects and the makeup effects still hold up, and I have to say that I highly recommend you revisit this film. So if you want a movie that captures that grim, high-stakes 80s atmosphere, go ahead and put this on. Grab an adult beverage, buckle up, and get ready for a trip
into the absurd.
Coming in at an hour and 35 minutes, the horror show is streaming over on Tubi if you want to revisit it for yourself, or hey, maybe you already have. Whichever case, fam, hit me up over in that comment section so we can keep the conversation going about this shocking film, because I would really love to hear your opinion. But as for mine, the horror show is watch list approved.
Oh, I got a live one here.